Okay, I'm going to cheat a little bit and link you to the YouTube video by Sea Lemon that I used to learn how to do the Coptic stitch binding for this book, because the next phase that I'm at is actually doing that. And so I'll kind of give you a brief overview, but then I'll link to that video. There's no reason for me to do a video on it because hers is so amazing that I couldn't do it better anyway. It's a really great tutorial. So what she has you do is you're going to take the first page from your book and you're going to mark out your binding holes for that signature. I should say the first signature. And she has you do it. She says it doesn't actually matter where you put the holes that much. You can choose where to put them. So I'm doing it a little bit differently on this one because based on where the holes are, I'm going to have to also put holes in the covers. And I don't want to put holes in any parts of my design. So I've redistributed my binding holes a little bit. And I've measured in and marked. For me, I marked in 1/4 inch on each side and then 3/4 inch from there and then another 3/4 inches. And then 2 1/2 inch from center. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 holes. 3 on the outer sides here and 2 each 1/2 inch to center, or from center. So that's that. And now what she has you do is stack all of your pages together and use a ruler to kind of up against. I'm gonna have to use both hands to do this, so I'll show you and then I'll do it. You're stacking these, and then you're lining your ruler up with each of your top marks, and then you're just using a pencil to mark all the rest just by like drawing along that ruler line. So again, I'll link to her video because it's great and very informative. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I will show you the next step. Okay, here's what my stack of signatures looks like after I mark them. I make the same markings on the front cover about 1/4 inch in from the edge. I have, you can use a couple different things for this part. I have a leather punch set, and I just, for the holes for binding the covers to the pages, I just use the smallest punch. I also have a rivet press, but I can't find the punch die, so that would probably work too. I'm going to probably have some issues with this because I used such a thick pocket material and it's right butting up, the seams of it are butting up basically where the holes go. I'm going to have to punch through a whole bunch of thick vinyl and canvas, so it may be tricky, but we're going to give it a shot. So off camera, I did take a picture, which I'll put in the video, but I marked out my holes where they go using one of my signatures. And now I'm just going to punch the holes where they belong in the front cover, and then I'm going to lay the front cover onto the back cover for the placement and do the same thing, punch the holes. So here we go. I have several layers of cardboard down to punch on. I'm in my basement. I'm not going to ruin anything, hopefully. And I'm going to take my punch and I'm going to center it around my first marking. I like to just kind of press it down and see where the imprint of the circle goes there. That's perfect. Okay. And then to punch the hole, I have this rubber mallet. Hopefully this will work. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, first one's done. And here comes the next one. I'm just going to place it over that marking. And that worked. Next one. It's a good spot. I'm just using a push pin to get the vinyl and canvas out of that punch. Okay, next. Just make sure that you don't press into your stitching or punch into your stitching if you're getting close to it like I am. You don't want to break the thread in your top stitching. Okay. Holes are punched. Okay, so now I'm going to take the other, line them up with the insides together as though they were the front and the back of the book. And then I'm going to mark the holes on the back inside using my pencil. I'm just going to, I don't know if you can see this, there we go. I'm just going inside the hole and coloring basically on the inside of the back cover. Yep. And I'm going to punch out the holes from the back. They look pretty good. Yeah, looking good. Okay, so now we get to binding. Okay, my first signature is opened up and laying down, the fold facing upward with my markings visible. And I'm going to use that same thumbtack that I just used to clean out my leather punch to just make a hole all the way through all the pages exactly where my markings are. And I'm going to do that for every single one off camera because I need both hands. Okay, my holes are poked in both covers and in all of my pages where I had marked them. I went through each one, opened up the signature, used a thumbtack to poke holes through all the pages in each signature. And now we get to stitch the book together. So you're gonna need a needle, some thread. I'm just using the thread that I use in my industrial machine, which is a bonded nylon number 69. And if you watch Sea Lemon tutorial, she will tell you that the type of thread doesn't matter all that much, but she highly suggests that it be waxed thread or that you wax it. So I got some beeswax and I wax my thread, and you should too, because I cannot imagine doing this without wax on this thread. It would be a big, jumbled, tangled mess. So definitely invest in some wax thread or some beeswax or something to wax it. And all you're gonna do to wax the thread is just run a bar of the beeswax over the thread. Here's a bar of beeswax. Here's my thread coming off the spool right there. And I just run the thread across, and then I turn it around and run the other side of the thread. I basically run it twice. And then, because I like the thickness of it better, I actually, rather than doubling my thread, I quadruple my thread. So I've got four, I put a piece, I thread the needle double threaded, and then I thread it again double threaded, basically, because it gives me a thicker stitch on the binding stitch, which I just like the look of better. Okay, so I'm going to get that started and then we'll go from there. And here is my needle double threaded twice, so you can see the 4 strands of thread. Now you should head on over to Sea Lemon's tutorial on how to do Coptic stitch binding, and you will be finished. Well, I hope that was somewhat helpful for those that asked for it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment, or if we were chatting on Facebook, you can ask over there. But yeah, that's it. It's a lot of steps, but it's fairly easy and it's fun. So I will talk to you guys later.